And reflection, what I would like to encourage you to reflect. It would be about, in a way, someone called it as a summary of the Buddha's teaching, or summary how to be a good person, something like this. Because, of course, to unwrap this summary, you need to read or study other Buddhist teaching, other suttas, and practice, of course. But someone told me, if you want to memorize some short passage, would include kind of broad things, would cover almost everything in the daily life. This is a short three gathas, 3 lines, something like this. And in commentary they call it Ovādapātimokkha, and we may translate it as a patimokha in forms of instruction or exhortation. So we know monks have a lot of rules, Vinaya rules, but in this verse the Buddha describes in summary the basic principle of those rules, what kind of you need to look out for. So it starts from that person should not do any evil or any unwholesome or any bad in a way. So this word papa and the next word is kusala. So they usually come in opposition. Kusala means beneficial, wholesome. Papa means opposite, unbeneficial, unwholesome. And I like literal translation of the word kusala. It's skillful. So something what is skillful. Like if I have a skill, I would not mess things up. You know, I would do, if I have a skill in cooking, yeah, I do cooking properly, and I mean, of course, things may happen, but in general, my result of my work would be quite good and tasty or nutritious or whatever, what I want from this food. And same way, if you skilled in development your mind, in general, skilled, you know, the people who skilled in communication, they would not accidentally harm anyone. Yeah, like if I know which word in which time it's good to say, in which situation it's good to maybe sometimes encourage, or sometimes skillfully share my opinion. Maybe I'm thinking differently than him, but do it. I like Bhante Rahula always use word elegant. You know, do it elegantly. So just nice and know at proper time again. So we call it skillfulness. The same way can be applied in anything. Like if I skillfully know what is good, because next line say undertake or do what is kusala, what is wholesome. So don't do any evil and undertake or do anything what is wholesome, what is beneficial. So for this we need to first know what is good and what is unbeneficial. And this is kind of skill. One thing. Another thing, we need to know what is skillful for our goal, because ultimately some people don't like the words good or bad, because like, what is this good? Yeah, we know in the word what is good for me maybe for others is bad, or other way around. But in this case, if we understand that this is skillful, it more makes sense. Like if my goal is live easy life and even next rebirth have a kind of comfortable dwelling, don't go to lower rebirth, lower existence, then for this skillful means would be abstain from harming others, abstain from breaking sila, yeah, do proper things, be generous, develop my mind and so on. So it would be skillful things for attain my goal. But if I don't know, I don't care, like don't believe in rebirth, don't care about I don't know, my own even future or like anything, like if my goal is different from this, I don't know that anyone want to go to hell. I don't think that anyone really has this goal, but there are people who just don't believe, don't care, and oh no, life is one and let us enjoy, we will die. But even if you have this belief, you will not die tomorrow, yeah? Like you would have several decades or even like ideally, maybe 50 years more, who knows, yeah? And if person act unskillfully, even like after 1-2 years, if, for example, he start to cheat everyone and just make a lie, no one would trust him, and he would, even in this very life, would experience this, and definitely would be not pleasant. Like no one would like to make a business with him or something like this. Or even if worse, if he steal or kill, the government or police catch him, and of course, like no one like to be punished and so on. So it's even like, I would say, skillfulness in terms of, if I want to have peaceful and comfortable existence, even now, what to speak about after, I need to undertake good and abstain what is bad. And next line say, Sachitta pariyodhavana, so purify one's own mind, or clean one's own mind. So it's also linked, before we spoke about actions, now we speak about mental things. And we know that it's come from mind, everything comes from mind. If I do something like wholesome or unwholesome, it comes first from intention, or any idea or desire are awesome. Or let me do this dana, yeah, like and then I do it. It's like very rare happening that I accidentally gave dana. I mean, in this case, it would not even be called dana if it's accidentally, because we know that karma, it's a mental intention, yeah, from Buddha's teaching. Like if you have a mental intention and then you do action, then you get some beneficial result. If just accidentally, I don't know, you drop, for example, some things, you just decide, oh, I don't want this food, let me just throw it on this table. And then monk come and take it. I mean, yeah, monk would benefit, of course, like something to eat, but I don't think that it would be complete action of dana. So dana is like you with pure intention do all these things. And same way in unskillfulness or unwholesome, if it's unintentionally, yeah, definitely some degree of consequence maybe would be there. Like if someone, like car accident and someone kill another person accidentally, there's no intention. Suttas doesn't say like anything about this, and some people say like maybe there are some consequences, like, but Suttas speak about intentional action, and definitely intentional unwholesome action definitely lead to result. And that's what it says, purify one's own mind. So if we see in our mind unwholesome intention or unwholesome idea, even idea of anger, what finally, if you're not aware, it finally may lead you to anything what, like physical action. And opposite, idea of loving kindness, idea of kindness, it may lead you to wholesomeness. So we need to develop such ideas, such thoughts. That's what call purification. Yeah, it's not that I need to blank my mind from anything. My mind needs to be free from thoughts. Yeah, in some parts of meditation, it's required, it's important. But I think here it speaks about more, in a way, daily basis. So we need to purify our mind from unwholesome and cause the development of wholesomeness, of intention. It's also interesting how, like, when I first hear about that we shouldn't kill mosquitoes or we shouldn't kill ants. Like, I don't know, in my culture, it's not so common that, I mean, especially cockroach, you know, in cockroach in flat, and I mean, definitely you kill it. What you like, you buy like special chemical and like spray it all around, so to kind of chase them away. No one likes those, and I don't know, to me it's never occurred that I should abstain from killing like mosquitoes or cockroaches. I mean, definitely not indulge in it. I mean, this is also obvious, but like if something harm you, especially like if mosquito bite you, you just like kill it and then it. But when you start to be more aware of the mental state, what's happening that time, usually it's arise like dosa or some kind of aversion, like it bites me, yeah, or it's just around, it's disgusting, I don't like it. So it's like mental unwholesomeness, like aversion or dosa, and you develop a habit to just put it in the action. I don't like it, I kill it. Okay, now problem solved. No one bite me anymore. But you still scratch because you feel this mosquito. So, but if you like have a goal, purify your own mind, you see, okay, if I really follow this unwholesomeness automatically, like on autopilot they call it, just there is an intention, I put it into action without any kind of gap between, without any reflection. Is it beneficial? Is it wholesome? Is it suitable? Do I want to develop this mind? Then this action actually encourages this unwholesome mental state increase. The more, because you may be aware, like once you see a mosquito and you kill it, okay, pain disappear, but the act of dosa, the fact that you do kind of this small moment of killing, it's increase your anger. It's like really increase your like unpleasantness with situation. But if you notice, okay, there is an initial like unpleasant feelings and maybe some dosa, or what are you doing here? Like I don't want mosquito in my room or whatever. But then you just, you use a wind, natural wind. So yeah, result is the same. You remove mosquito, and yeah, again you scratch. It's unavoidable, but you don't increase this like unwholesome mental state. Initially, it was there, but you not allow it to become to the action of killing, and this helps to like minimize this. Once you're aware, okay, unwholesome mental state, and kind of okay. Next moment is already fine. Yeah, in this case, if it's a small room, this mosquito would come to you again and again. But we have a tools, monks were skilled in it, how to chase away mosquito without harming. We have a special, like, I don't know the English name, like you want to catch the butterfly, this kind of thing, big filter or something like this. Just catch him and just release him outside, so you need to be skillful. But it's possible, like chase away a lizard. If you have a lizard, you just take a broom and slowly, please go, open the door. So, like, it's possible. And yeah, it's take a little bit longer time, but you see, while doing this, you enjoy. You understand that, okay, now I actually not follow by momentum or sort of anger, but I intentionally decide to take my time to really chase him away skillfully without harming. And this already, I don't know, moment of joy. Amazing, like just from chasing away the mosquito, you can get joy. Because you not kill him, like you, in a way, little bit proud of yourself, or you like, okay, I'm better than this, So this small moment of joy will eventually may help you in samadhi. Then after you chase away mosquito like this with some joy, then you sit and meditate. Much faster you attain your samadhi because you satisfy, you content, you don't have regret. But once you maybe kill mosquito and then sit and meditate, some thoughts may arise. Oh, there was anger and mosquito actually living beings like Buddha. Like I undertook this, like not killing. Then should I come to monk again and undertake precepts? So any kind of reflection, what really disturbs like meditation. Even if it's in a way open awareness, when you are aware of any thoughts. I mean, no one likes to feel regret. Even if you're aware of this, especially if you're aware of this. So then, so to say about Khanti, that Khanti, patience or endurance or tolerance, we might say, it's the highest practice, definitely you heard this, Khanti Paramanta Potitikha, like it's, I don't know. I think first things what I heard, becoming a Buddhist monk, even just a Buddhist. So, and also here, again and again, we need to be clear what we need to tolerate and what we don't need to tolerate. So, for example, before we discuss, like, do kusala, don't do bad things, and purify one's own mind. So, purifying one's own mind involves that you not tolerate unwholesome mental state. There is an example of killing mosquito. There was anger, and okay, I tolerate. Okay, anger, what to do? I have to kill it. There's no way. And you tolerate these things, and then okay, after you in meditation, okay, I'm bad. I'm tolerate myself. Like no problem. Like many people kill mosquito. I also killing mosquito, and you kind of try to endure this. It would not even call endurance, but kind of allowing yourself to continue to have that behavior what you would like to overcome actually. So this kind of endurance, it's not what we speak about. We speak about endurance of something what like painful feelings. Like again, example with mosquito. Mosquito bite me, and there is painful feelings. There's no way to avoid it. I endure it for some time. For some time it would be there, and I just endure it. Or I hear some criticism. I endure it. Like there's no way. Yeah, I may draw some conclusion from this. I may reflect. Okay, why it's like this? Is it true, or what I can improve? But these unpleasant feelings what arise from criticism unavoidable, and like I can only be aware, okay, these unpleasant feelings, and kind of let go of this, like, and endure. Or even we might say endure the praise, because sometimes if we not endure it, we follow it, we may be attached to praise or good words or something like this, or identify with this, oh, I'm like this, they praise me. But if you endure it, okay, pleasant feelings arise. Okay, I mean, endure pleasant feelings is maybe not ideal expression because we don't need to endure pleasant feelings. Yeah, we don't need to tolerate them. We like them. But what I speak about, it's don't really attach to them. Don't be accustomed to them. Okay, like now I'm like this. I'm always experience pleasant feelings, and kind of man or pride can arise. But in this case, okay, pleasant feelings arise. What's a course for this? Maybe reflection and just pure endurance of any state in a way. So, and also interesting, like usually when any Ajahn come to our monastery, like big Ajahn, Bhante always ask him, or often ask them question like, what's the secret how to become a monk for so long time? You're Ajahn, like 20, 30, 40 plus. What's the secret? What to do? And most of them mention the kanti, endurance. Or in another word, I think someone tell like, oh Bhante, what to do? How not to disrobe? And the answer is, just not to disrobe. Just endure these things, like, because time after time it's a long part, like any ideas may arise or any unwholesome mental state. Monk life is not always like on the top when you enjoy things. Same way as any life, like when you start to practice meditation, maybe at the beginning at some point you feel improvement, you inspired, but then you feel it's equal, like almost the same, and you reflect, okay, I have the same raga dosa, I have the same anger or like desire. Why I meditate? What's the point of this? This kind of reflection may arise, and in case of monastic life, it may lead to, okay, maybe let me go and work and do dana, at least I can do something good, because here I look like I waste my time. I mean, in best case, in worst case, just maybe a sensual desire. So, and yeah, kanti, just endure this. This reflection arose, this kind of doubt arose, or anything, and just avoid, like, just avoid act according to this immediately. Give a proper reflection, like, okay, what's the benefit? Speak with wise people, with teachers, like why I do this, and like again, what's the benefit in this? And then maybe if really it's remained for a very long time, maybe it's good to change something in your practice. Maybe this method not work. Maybe it would work something else. So you see, we even didn't finish the whole Patimokkha in brief. But long story short, I wish you to be aware that in your mind, whatever is happening, like wholesome, unwholesome, and if you know that this wholesomeness lead to beneficial result, develop it. If you know that it's unwholesome, lead to unbeneficial result, not blame yourself, but just try to avoid it. And that's it, and you will be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.